The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword for Wii had a game-breaking glitch that warranted a downloadable Wii channel. The channel can repair save data if a player gets stuck during the Song of the Hero quest from a glitch that halts progress. The game can become soft-locked after talking to Golo after getting the Thunder portion of the song. On the surface, there are a few details keying in on an Animal Crossing relationship with the save data update channel. The channel actually uses the same pointer as Animal Crossing City Folk. Also, the channel banner theme uses the same medley as City Folk's. Curious. Digging even deeper, in the channel's files, there are actually pattern designs and color palettes for City Folk. Surprisingly, there are also unreleased Wii Connect 24 items. Blue Pikmin, Yellow Pikmin, and Red Headgear were never officially distributed for City Folk, yet here they are, hidden away in a channel meant for updating Zelda Skyward Sword save data. Those items would later show up in Animal Crossing New Leaf, but why would they be here? The tool suspiciously needs an internet connection in order to patch Zelda's save data. Even though the channel is a 40-block download, it needs to temporarily download 37 more blocks to actually patch the save file. It's weird how the channel can't function on its own, offline, and makes me question what the point of the initial download is. This doesn't seem to be an anti-tamper measurement for the save file. In fact, when looking into the network calls, after a handshake to verify the Wii Shop channel account credentials, no save data is sent to the server. A 4.6 megabyte download from Nintendo's content delivery network completes, and as far as I can see, all the work to patch the save file is done locally on the Wii. Why would extra data need to be downloaded? Shouldn't the channel itself be capable of patching save data? I have a few theories as to what's going on here, and it revolves around Animal Crossing City Folk. This channel's main purpose is interacting with Wii save data. With all the City Folk assets inside, it wouldn't surprise me if this save data update channel actually started life as a save data bonus tool. As I mentioned, Animal Crossing City Folk had distributed items go out via Wii Connect 24. By connecting to the internet and leaving Wii Connect 24 on, players could receive new, downloadable items in the mail. In the previous Animal Crossing game, Wild World, there was an issue where an officially distributed item from Nintendo was bugged and would create an unusable space if placed in a player's home. Considering this, Nintendo may have wanted to take extra precaution in testing completely new, downloadable items on real hardware. By developing a channel internally that could modify Wii game save data and pull newer revisions from a server, it might have made quality assurance easier to double-check. These downloads would be going out on a massive scale, passively being installed to potentially millions of Wii systems. Years later, the channel could have been stripped down and used as a base for Zelda when it needed a save data patching utility. Another theory I had has to do with download tickets. Nintendo is no stranger to setting up events at retail stores to distribute exclusive items for their games. These are usually done with handheld games since someone could take their system to a store to receive special data. That isn't so easy for a home console like the Wii. While some items for Nintendo games were distributed over local wireless connection, others would be distributed via a code to be used in-game or in digital stores. With all of City Folk's distributed items being unique, downloadable content that wasn't on the disc, I could see this channel being developed to add new data into the game save. If a person walked into a store while a promotion was going on, they could receive a Wii download ticket, type it into the Wii Shop channel, then start this new channel to patch in exclusive items that wouldn't be available through WeConnect 24. This could have gone unused and later been repurposed for Zelda. Or, the internet requirement could be for something as simple as compatibility. When the download completes, the channel boots into a near-identical, updated version of the software, which assumes Skyward Sword's title ID. This might be done to access writing permissions and start working inside of the SOUE save data directory. Since this updated channel is only stored temporarily, there wouldn't be any conflict on the Wii menu with having two channels with the same title ID. And, internally, Nintendo can consider the update channel to have its own unique ID. Requiring an internet connection also ensures that the latest patch gets applied, without having to fuss with the Wii Shop channel and have a user manually check for a new update. So what event causes the save file to lock the player out of progression? It has to do something with the event flow structure. Late into Skyward Sword, Link is tasked with finding pieces of the Song of the Hero, which can be found in different areas of the game. At a certain point, Link can choose between the Eldin Volcano or Lanayru Desert. Once a location is chosen, it isn't possible to start the other location's quest until the current one is complete. In the save file, there are 2 bytes that track story progress. On save slot 1, address 90E is the main quest identifier. This is usually associated with what you see on the file select screen. The second byte, at 95F, keeps a checkpoint on the current quest. This helps the game track other event progress internally. Before choosing a location for the Song of the Hero, these values start at 15 and 06. When starting at the Lanayru Desert, these get set to 54 and 96, while Eldin Volcano relies on the inventory system to track progress. 54 is a really high number compared to the normal main quest progression, but the value is far enough away that it won't interfere with other story progress. As Link goes through Lanayru Gorge, the second value's first position gets higher, eventually reaching D6. When Link obtains the Thunder Dragon's part of the Song of the Hero, the first value returns to 15. While the value is 15, like earlier, Link can make progress at the Eldin Volcano. Where issues start to occur is if Link decides to talk to Golo, who is still located at the Lanayru Mine entry. He's out of the way from the song piece, so it's only something that crops up when continuing to explore the desert. When talking, he resets the first quest value to 54. Now, the game is in a state where Link has the Thunder part of the song in his inventory, but is unable to initiate the next event at Eldin Volcano, effectively soft-locking the game. The game should have updated the secondary value to E6 after obtaining the song piece, which would have moved Golo to his next position inside the mine. Then, what exactly does the save data tool do to solve this? Well, it looks for the Thunder song piece in the inventory, and the quest value is 54 and D6. If all of those are equal, it updates the 2 quest bytes to 15 and E6. If they aren't equal, the software deems the save data functional. As a result, there's no way to preemptively patch a save file before the glitch happens, and the channel needs to be used at the exact moment that a player is stuck. A 40-block channel, an internet connection, and an additional 37-block download, all to update 2 bytes and a checksum? It seems a bit silly to me, but it's likely the most accessible solution to get around this soft lock. If a player didn't have an internet connection, Nintendo would also allow sending in an SD card with Skyward Sword save data on it, or the Wii console itself. Nintendo would repair the save data and mail it back to the player. Newer revisions of the game don't have this glitch and don't require save data to be updated. If a save file was softlocked on revision 1, popping in revision 2 or 3 of the disk would properly update the second quest value to E6, which moves Golo inside of the mine. After that, Golo won't set any backwards values on the save file. Of course, that requires purchasing another copy of the game or borrowing it from someone else. The original US copy of the game has a build date of September 2011 and officially released in November of that year. Newer revisions have a build date of October 2011 and December 2011, meaning it might have taken upwards of a month before fixed copies showed up on store shelves. The Save Data Update channel also has a December 2011 build date, so it likely wasn't until revision 2 where Nintendo realized that the glitch could be a serious issue. It's also worth noting a warning about save data becoming unusable after using the tool and deleting a Wii Shop channel account. Removing an account deletes channels and data installed to system memory and revokes tickets that allowed you to play downloadable software. Even if you have channels stored on an SD card, the Wii won't be able to launch them because the console-specific tickets are missing. Since the Skyward Sword save data is now associated with the title ID of a downloadable title, the Wii Shop channel will see this on the internal storage and delete it. I didn't want to go through with the process of deleting my own account, but I believe the save data deletion can be circumvented. It's possible to back up Skyward Sword save data to an SD card and use it on any other system. Save data isn't console specific, and retail software has its own ticket on the disk, meaning it can be played on any system. The only reason why save data would be deleted from the system memory is because of its new association with the downloadable save data update channel. Otherwise, it's safe to back up and restore after account deletion. Had the Wii been able to patch disc games on a system level, I don't think this would have been so interesting. No other game received a channel like this, and it's one of the few remaining pieces of software on the Wii Shop channel after its closure. That makes it an anomaly for sure. It's strange seeing Animal Crossing assets littered into a program meant for a Zelda game, but it ended up sharing files to unreleased items. It's crazy that looking this up is just factual information.